In the shadowy depths of history, nestled within the heart of feudal Japan, there existed a thrilling epic that was both tumultuous and transformative. The samurai era, known as a period of fierce warriors and strategic battles, it was an epic where honor was the currency of survival, and it held immense significance for the people. This was not merely a time but a living, breathing entity, an entity that resided in every heart, every action, every decision taken by the inhabitants of this era. The samurai, renowned as fearsome warriors, held a deep-rooted belief that their sword was not merely a weapon, but an extension of their very soul. It was a symbol of their strength, their honor, their power, and their commitment to their principles. From the time they were born till their last breath, their life was intrinsically connected to their sword. It was with respect, brandished with pride, and wielded with unparalleled skill. Beyond the battlefield, it was the principles that truly dictated their lives. The way of the warrior, known as Bushido, wasn't just a code. It was a philosophy, a life, a doctrine that governed not just how a warrior fought, but how they lived. It challenged them to live with honor, to exhibit loyalty, to demonstrate courage, and above all, to choose the path of righteousness, even when faced with the most daunting. It was a testament to their indomitable spirit, a reflection of their unwavering dedication to their code. In this era, the sword was not just a weapon, it was an extension of one's soul, a testament to their honor and courage. This was the samurai era, an era when the way of the warrior, the Bushido, governed life. In this era of clashing steel and whispered secrets, there lived a swordsman named Hawasi Ukomi. This period, rife with the clash of ideals and the hushed whispers of intrigue, was the backdrop against which our story unfolds. Hawasi, a proud samurai of great repute, was a man unlike any other. He bore the mantle of a warrior, his soul kindled with the unyielding spirit of a lion. Despite the turbulent times he lived in, his heart remained a sanctuary of serenity and kindness. In a world consumed by chaos and violence, Hawasi was a luminous beacon, radiating warmth and humility amidst the tumultuous seas of conflict. His spirit was like an oasis nestled in the midst of a raging desert storm, an unflappable testament to the quiet strength that lay within him. However, the tranquility that enveloped his spirit did not dampen his desire for excitement. For Hawasi, life was a sprawling canvas, to be painted with the vibrant hues of his experiences. His heart yearned for the thrill and unpredictability of adventure. His spirit echoed with the silent call of the unknown, urging him to seek out the mysteries that the world held. And so, one day, he tightened his grip on the hilt of his katana, took a deep breath, and set out, stepping into a world of uncertainty and exciting possibilities. He embarked on a journey, one that promised a torrent of trials and the sweet elixir of triumphs. Hawasi's journey started in the bustling streets of Edo. The cacophony of everyday life of Edo surrounded him, the sounds penetrating deep into his consciousness, becoming part of his inner dialogue. He moved through the thronging streets, his alert to every detail. The vibrant colors of the clothing, the intoxicating aromas wafting from the food stalls, the laughter and shouted conversations, all etched themselves into his memory. His keen eyes observed the world around him, taking in every minute detail. He studied the countless faces, each etched with a unique story of their own. He saw the hardened expressions on their bodies weathered from years of toil, and the laughter in the eyes of the children as they played their innocent games. Hawasi was not blind to the disparity that existed in Edo. He saw the lavish lifestyles of the ruling daimyos, their ornate clothes, their sumptuous feasts, their extravagant palaces. In stark contrast, he also witnessed the struggles of the common peasants, their simple clothes, their meager meals, their humble abodes. The opulence of the rich and the poverty of the poor sat side by side in Edo. A silent testimony to the stark inequalities prevailed. Yet amidst all this he moved on, for his journey was not about the world around him, but the world within him. His mission was to explore the depths of his own soul, to discover his true self amidst the chaos of the world. He had embarked on the journey to find answers to his innermost questions, to understand the mysteries of life, and to seek the truth that lay hidden within his own heart. His path led him towards the towering mountains of Hida, a land of towering peaks and verdant valleys shrouded in mystery and folklore. In this rugged landscape, beneath the enigmatic shadows of the mountains, Hawasi found his purpose and his mentor, the legendary swordsman Master Isao. From a distance, Master Isao was a stoic figure against the backdrop of Hida's serene beauty. Up close, he was a relentless taskmaster, pushing Hawasi to his limits and beyond. They trained under the unforgiving sun on rocky cliffs that overlooked deep gorges and in the biting cold of snow-covered peaks. The training was demanding, pushing Hawasi to the brink of exhaustion. But resilience, not an option. It was a necessity. Through rigorous training sessions, Master Isao's teachings began to take root in Hawasi's spirit. His skills were honed, not just through physical exertion, but also through the imparting of ancient wisdom, the wisdom of balance, discipline, and resilience. As his understanding deepened, Hawasi felt a profound change taking root within him. His body became more agile, his mind sharper, and his sword strikes more precise. As the days turned into weeks and weeks into months, Hawasi's skills were no longer just about wielding a sword. He was learning the art one, with his weapon. His strikes became an extension of his will, his resolve hardened like the steel of his blade, and his spirit was as unyielding as the mountains that surrounded him. His path was demanding, yet it was his path. It was the path that was honing his skills, strengthening his resolve, and sharpening his swordsmanship. Leaving the mountains behind, Hawasi ventured into the thickets of the Aokigahara Forest, a place shrouded in mystery and folklore. The forest, nestled at the foot of Mount Fuji, is known for its dense vegetation and eerily quiet ambience. Being infamous as the Sea of Trees, it carries a multitude of unsettling stories, tales that chill the marrow and awaken the imagination. Hawasi, a seasoned traveler, had heard the whispers and the folklore, yet he chose to journey into this enigmatic wilderness. As he delved deeper into the forest, the shadows grew thicker, the silence deepened, and the whispers of the forest began to sing a haunting melody. He felt an overwhelming sense of enveloping him, at once terrifying and raw. It was this solitude, this powerful loneliness, that was his greatest fear. His heart pounded in his chest as he ventured further, encountering nothing but the rustle of leaves and the eerie quiet. He was alone, truly alone. Yet amidst the stillness and the emptiness, he felt a strange sense of calm descending upon him. The oppressive silence started to feel soothing, the solitude less lonely. He felt his body relax, his breath synchronized with the silent rhythm of the forest, his thoughts quieted down, meeting the tranquility of his surroundings. In the heart of the forest, he discovered a part of himself he'd never known. It was in the depth of this solitude, this serene silence, that he found a peace that resonated with the forest's tranquility, a tranquility that echoed the serene silence of the forest. His journey carried him across the rushing waters of the Yoshino River, a breathtaking sight that tugged at his heart with the raw power of its unyielding current. He felt the cool mist of the river on his face, saw the glittering droplets of water caught in the sunlight. The water's roar was a fierce and primal song, resonating deep within him and echoing the tumultuous emotions that coursed through his veins. As he journeyed on, himself in the bustling markets of Kyoto, he walked through a labyrinth of stalls and shops, a kaleidoscope of colors, scents, and sounds swirling around him. He encountered a tapestry of human experiences here, the laughter of the wisdom of the old, the vivaciousness of the young, and the longing of the dreamers. Each person he met, each story he heard, wove itself into the fabric of his very being, an indelible mark. Next came the hushed whispers of the sacred temples of Nara. Here, in the heart of quiet tranquility, he learned to listen. Listen to the silence, to the hidden whispers of the universe, to the soft murmurs of his heart. Each lesson learned and each wisdom gained in these sacred halls added another layer to his consciousness. Each step he took, each person he encountered, and each challenge he overcame added another stroke to the canvas of his life, painting a vibrant picture of growth and transformation. But every journey, no matter how epic, must reach its conclusion. This adage held true for the seasoned warrior Hawasi as he navigated his way through turmoil, trials, and tribulations, all to reach the pinnacle of his journey. A journey that was destined to end in the heart of the iconic samurai era, within the monumental confines of the grand city of Kamakura. Kamakura, a city that held stories within its walls, tales of bravery and valor, of honor and glory. A city steeped in history and drenched in the blood of countless warriors who had walked its streets before him. It was here, amidst these ancient hallowed grounds, that Hawasi was to face his ultimate test, his moment of reckoning. a duel of a lifetime Genzo, the notorious Ronin, whose name struck fear in the hearts of the bravest. Their confrontation was an ethereal spectacle, their blades clashing under the setting sun, an enchanting ballet of shimmering steel and resilient spirit. A cosmic dance painted with the hues of the twilight sky. Each move, each feint, each was a testament to their undying resolve, their unwavering courage, and their unparalleled skill. But in the end, it was Hawasi, the humble warrior with his honed skills, unwavering resolve, and tranquil spirit, who emerged victorious. His victory was a testament to his relentless quest for self-improvement, his unyielding dedication, his code, and his unwavering commitment to his path. But every journey, no matter how epic, must reach its conclusion. Hawasi's journey culminated in the heart of the samurai era, the grand city of Kamakura. Here, he faced his final test, a duel with the infamous Ronin, Genzo. Their blades clashed under the setting sun, a dance of steel and spirit. But Hawasi, with his honed skills, unwavering resolve, and tranquil spirit, emerged victorious. Hawasi Ukomi returned home, not as a proud samurai, but as a humble warrior. His journey was more than just a quest for glory or honor. It was a pilgrimage of self-discovery, a path that led him not only across the vast landscapes of Edo and Kyoto, but also through the labyrinth of his own soul. The terrain had been harsh, and in the battles, both literal and metaphorical, had tested his resilience to its very limits. He had walked through the cherry blossom-strewn streets of Edo, his every step echoing with the historical tales of valor and heroism. He had crossed the treacherous mountains of Kyoto, braving bitter cold and relentless snowfall, where the biting wind served as reminders of the harshness of life. But with every hardship, he learned valuable about perseverance and patience. His thirst for adventure had drawn him towards the grandeur of the samurai life, but his journey had led him to much more. He had encountered wisdom beyond his years, wisdom that came from nature, from hardships, and from the common folk he met along the way. He realized that a man is not defined by his victories, but by the lessons he learns from his defeats. His sword, once a symbol of his power, was now just a tool to serve the people, to protect the weak, and to uphold justice. He had learned that the true essence of being a samurai did not lie in the strength of his sword, but in the gentleness of his spirit and the kindness of his heart. And so the story of Hawasi Ukomi serves as a timeless testament to the samurai spirit, a vibrant narrative that echoes through the centuries, whispering ancient wisdom in the ears of those who dare to listen. Ukomi was not just a warrior, he was a symbol, a beacon of hope in times of despair, embodying the samurai spirit in all its complexities. This narrative unfurls the tapestry of his life, inviting us on a journey, not merely towards a destination, but an exploration of the self. It's about the winding roads, the twists, turns, the ups and downs, and the lessons learned along the way. It reminds us of the significance of each step we take, the value of the process over the product, the understanding that the path we tread is just as important as where it leads. It's a tale that challenges to look within, to delve into the depths of our being. It nudges us to confront our fears, to embrace our strengths, to acknowledge our weaknesses, and to continuously strive for personal growth. It underlines that the greatest adventures are not always found in grand escapades, in far-flung lands, or daring quests. No, sometimes they lie within us, waiting to be unearthed. And that sometimes the greatest adventures are not out in the world, but within ourselves.